Yes, geez. Let me just get the screen record on. You won't believe how many times I've tried to do this already. You won't believe it, dude. Right, 6 weeks, fat loss, ticked off, tick in the box. As you can see, the first week, Monday, we weighed in at 87.35. And then week 6, ironically, the lowest weigh-in was the last day, 79.2. And that was after that Friday where I ate that massive pizza, man. So that's pretty good. So 8+ kilos of weight loss, which is not all fat, but like I say, majority of it fat. As you can see in the before and after pictures here, it's not a massive difference, but that's me in the morning, sort of flat. So it's never going to be like, unless you're losing like 20, 30 kg, it's never going to be like blow you away. But in terms of when I'm training, got a bit of a pump under some decent lighting, it is day and night. When I'm training at 87, 88 kilo, I just look like I don't train that much, which is absolute nightmare when I've been training ages. So yeah, man. Just talk about a couple of benefits from the faster approach. One benefit that definitely jumped out at me was the motivation. Obviously, going faster, you get faster results. The motivation is like boom, straight away. Week 1, you're like boom, kilo down. You can't really, obviously you can't rely on motivation, but when it's coming at you week on week, you can't ignore it either. So that's pretty good. Also, a massive benefit is the time frame. Normally when I do a longer fat loss phase, I have like a 12 to 16 week period, and it can sort of just fall somewhere in between there being the end date when I get the result that I want. So it's sort of, once you've gone past 10 weeks, you're sort of just waiting to see how you look and then sort of calling it. But with this approach, I had 6 weeks. I knew when I started, I knew the end date. So no matter how hard it got, I could just be like, well, I'm finishing then anyway. So just grin and bear it. Is it grin and bear it? Grit and bear it? I don't know. Don't think it's grin and bear it, is it? But yeah, man, like I say, definite end time, which is a massive positive. Negatives. Obviously, one that jumps out is the flexibility. When you're pushing for a key a week of weight loss, one day where you mess up can really put that week in jeopardy and be like you get a big, instead of getting a tick in the box, you get a big red cross in the box, which is not good, man. So yeah, I personally prefer a bit of flexibility with my diet, especially even in a fat loss phase. I prefer to have an option to like I was pretty much ducking and diving nights out, and it's I mean, it's not like they're coming thick and fast, but if I feel like if you want to be regardless if you're in fat loss or anything like that, you should be able to go for one, unless you're some sort of turbo bodybuilder, which I'm definitely not. But yeah, another negative would be just gets harder quicker, which is pretty obvious. Even though I did like the 2 weeks where I sort of eased myself into it, I mean, even with that, it still just it seems like boom, you're on a diet straight away. You're hungry. A faster fat loss approach, I feel like you need to have a couple of ticks in the boxes. In terms of schedule, you need to know that you can achieve it within the 6 weeks that I laid out. I knew that I was gonna be able to hit all my targets pretty much. Environment as well. You need to, obviously, I'm set up for this. I can train, do cardio, diet as much as I want, sort of thing. But it's not the case for everybody. Another tick in the box that I definitely think you should have, or if not a big green tick, just like a partial tick, if you know what I mean. You need to have some experience with dieting. The big green tick would be if you've been to similar sort of composition that you're trying to achieve with this fat loss period. Another tick in the box, what I definitely think you should somewhat have is, I personally believe you don't need to be going anywhere near a fat loss phase unless you've been training for like 3 or 4 years, and obviously unless you're really overweight and not happy with in terms of how you look with your body. But if you're just just a normal lad who's when you're just like 16, you're skinny. So just get some training behind you, man. Get some muscle gains in the bag, and that's your best time to make them. So you don't need to be looking at going into deficits and fat loss when you're still primed to just grow muscle tissue. I'm not saying get super turbo bulky like I did, but just put your body in a position just to maximize those potential gains. Can't go wrong, man. Yeah, if you've got all those ticks in the boxes, mainly being the environment and the structure. Like if you set out to do a 6-week turbo cut like I did, and you end up missing it week on week, you're gonna shoot for a 6-week turbo cut and end up doing a 16-week fat loss phase in a turbo cut mode, which is gonna be a shit 16 weeks, mate. So don't do that. But yeah, if you have got all those ticks in the boxes, there's no reason why you can't go for a faster fat loss approach. I see a lot of stuff online, like like the Gen Pop coaches, like don't try and get in too good shape because you're a piece of shit. Just remember that you're never going to be in good shape. Just get used to it. Just take your time. Just be happy, no matter what. But yeah, I mean that's just taking the piss. But there is. Like I say, if you want to go for it and you're set up for it, go for it, man. But again, if you've never been to the composition that you're trying to achieve, there's way more reason just to take it slow. And I would always say just take it slow if you've never been to the composition that you're trying to achieve, man. Chill out, take it slow, learn about dieting on the way down there, and it's just loads of experience. And then maybe next time or the time after that or the time after that, then you can sort of go for a faster fat loss approach, and it'll be so much easier, man. But yeah, hopefully you've took something away from that, man. I've tried to record this about 5 times. It's red hot here now. It's just getting hot. Hot season's coming for me big time. Airs like that, dude. And yeah, man. Anyway, do us a like, bro, and I'll see you next time.